Shalom, everyone. I just wanted to tell you that in the Torah readings today, at the portion, the Parsha, I should say, we'll be doing Korah. It's not the original one on the calendar for the Shabbat, but Alice did send those out early in the week, so you could have been reading them, and then we'll be back on track next week. And the reason is because Ali had studied that already and was prepared for that portion. So it's always good to hear the Lord's word more than once, right? So that's what we're going to do.
I'd like to bring up Aliyah. This Talib is very, very special. It's your grandfather's Talib. He was a Holocaust survivor. So it's very, very beautiful.
This is special. It was so beautiful that I didn't even know it was
Before we start, let me warmly welcome and invite all the family members, actually from California, and friends and honored guests, as well as your Ahava family congregation. Celebrate Aliyah's and Albert's Bat Mitzvah. Your mom and dad, Mark and Brenda, will honor you today in becoming Bat Mitzvah, thus without their commandments. I pray that each of us receive a wonderful blessing and hope that all of us are filled with a measure of joy on this very special day for Aliyah, or Aliyah as we all know her. For some of you, this might be the first experiences of Messianic Bat Mitzvah. I pray you will feel and understand the importance of this event. Before dying on its leave, we are commanded to recite a blessing, thanking Adonai our God for sanctifying us with his commandments. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu v'tzitzit. This time, I'd like to have, it says, Blessed are you, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who sacrificed his commandments and commanded us to hear us concerning the mitzvah, or the commandment of the tzitzit. Can I have everyone stand up and do the blessings? Baraku el Adonai Hameyorah. Bless the Lord, the blessed one. Bless the Lord, the blessed one.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu et derech hayashir v'mashiach Yeshua. Amen.
Blessed are you, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who has given us salvation in the Messiah.
השמיים והארץ ושמרו בני ישראל ואת השבת ועשו את השבת ואת הברית עולם. Shabbat vayilvash, Shabbat vayilvash, Shabbat vayinafach, v'shamru b'nei Yisrael v'et hashabbat, v'asu et hashabbat, v'et hamrit olam.
Observing throughout generations as an everlasting covenant. It is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth, and on the 7th day he rested and was refreshed. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Shabbat to another, all flesh shall come to worship before me, says the Lord. We join together in declaring the 2 greatest commandments established by Yeshua. To love your God with all your heart, soul, and strength, and to love your neighbor as yourself. We also see that God wants us to love Him, not just to obey Him, because He is the Almighty. It is customary in the journey to the east and praise of Jerusalem. Join together. Shema Israel.
Now arise, O Lord, to your resting Every tribe, every tongue, Emmanuel, your king shall come, and your sorrows and your pain, come and praise Creator's name. Man of war, to every island, distant shore, all God's people say amen, raise a shout, come It belongs to the The glory of the Lord is filling this place. The glory of the Lord is filling this Who has believed your report? The arm of the Lord has been revealed. By His blood we are delivered. By His Spirit we are sealed. Behold, who takes away the sin of the world. Behold, the Lamb of God. Lifted our rebellion, wounded for sin, and by His stripes we are healed. Behold, the voice was crying in the wilderness, and the Spirit fell like a dove, filling the children with the Father's gifts. We walk in the power of His love. Behold, who takes away the sin of the world. Behold, the Lamb of God. for our rebellion, wounded for our sin, and by his stripes we are healed. Behold, the Lamb of So lift up your eyes unto the mountain, for he comes to save and not condemn. Our help is coming from the highest place. We will see his face in Jerusalem. Oh, behold, Lamb of God, who takes away the sin of the world. Oh, behold, Lamb of God, who takes away the sin of the world. Oh, behold, Lamb of God, who takes away the sin of the world. Lamb of God, he was bruised for our rebellion, wounded for our sin, and by his stripes we are healed. Behold, Lamb of God.
It's time to open the ark. We all stand, please. Mark, Ellie, over here.
There's one simple hearing hack.
Walk in the light.
וידבר אדוני אל משה לאמור, דבר אל בני ישראל וקח מאיתם מטה ובית רב מאת כל בסייתם לבית אבותם שמן עשר מטות איש את שמו תכתוב על מטה ואת שם אהרון תכתוב על מטה לוי כי מטה אחד לראש בית אבותם והנחתם בעיר המועד לפני העדות אשר יתבער לכם שמה והיה האיש אשר בחר חומתנו יפרח בהשיקותי מעלי את הלכות בני ישראל אשר הם מלימים אליכם ודבר משה אל בני ישראל ויתנו אליו כל נשיאיהם מטה ונשיא אחד מטה ונשי אחד לבית אבותם שנעשה מטות ומטה אהרון וטוב מטותם וינח משה את המטות לפני אדוני באוהל העדות ויהי ממחרת ויבוא משה אל אוהל העדות והנה פרח מטה אהרון ובין לוי ויוצא פרח ציץ ויבוא שקדים ויוצא את משה כל המטות מלפני אדוני אל כל בני ישראל ויקחו איש מטה ויאמר אדוני אל משה אשר את מטה אהרון לפני העדות למשמרת לאור לפני מרים וכל תמרותם ולא ימותו ויעש משה כאשר ציווה אדוני אותו כן עשה ויאמרו בני ישראל אל משה לאמור הן גרמנו עבדנו כולנו עבדנו הקרב אל משכן אדוני ימות האם תמות ירועה.
Now I'll do the hard part. Adonai spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to me, Bnei Israel, and get a rod from each ancestral house, 12 staffs in all, from each prince according to his ancestral household. Write each man's name on his staff. Write Aaron's name on Levi's staff, for there is to be one staff for the prince of each tribe. Then you are to place them in the tent of meeting, before the testimony, where I meet with you. It will come about that the staff of the man I choose will sprout. I will then rid myself of the grumblings of Bnei Israel, who are grumbling against you." So Moses spoke to Bnei Israel. Each of the princes gave him a staff, one staff for each prince according to their ancestral houses, 12 staffs in all. And Aaron's staff was among them. Moses placed the staffs before Bnei Israel in the tent of testimony. The next day, Moses entered the tent of testimony, and behold, Aaron's staff from the house of Levi had sprouted, blossomed, and produced almonds. Moses then brought all the staffs from Adonai's presence to all Bnei Israel. They looked, and each man took his staff.
Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'ta'ed olam natan v'tohiru, Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah. Amen. Blessed are you, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who has given us the Torah of truth, and has planted eternal life in our hearts. Blessed are you, O Lord, giver of the Torah.
This time we'd like to have Dan do it. Well, everybody can sit down.
get started, I just want to thank you all for coming to my bat mitzvah. I'm so glad you could make it. You did hear this Torah portion a couple weeks ago, as was mentioned earlier. So my teaching will be on that portion as well. So my drush will be about Korah and his rebellion. So was it really wrong for Korah to question Moses' authority? As Korah once said, the whole assembly is holy, every one of us. Why then do you place yourselves above us? After Korah had said these words, Moses got exasperated and said, how about this? You and your 250 followers should take censers with burning coals of incense and set them before the Lord. Whoever God chooses will be the one that is holy. Change slightly. If you didn't know, censers are vessels that priests use to burn incense before the Lord. Now, keep in mind, Korah was a Levite. He already had more godly duties than many of the assembly. Numbers 1:48 through 51 exemplifies this. You must not count the tribe of Levi or include them in the census of the other Israelites. Instead, appoint the Levites to be in charge of the tabernacle of the covenant law over all its furnishings and everything belonging to it. They are to carry the tabernacle and all its furnishings. They are to take care of it and camp around it. Whenever the tabernacle is to move, the Levites are taken down. Whenever the tabernacle is to be set up, the Levites shall do it. Anyone else who approaches it is to be put to death. Korah complained that Moses had set himself above the assembly. Moses hadn't set himself above the assembly. God had set Moses above the assembly. So, in questioning Moses' authority, Korah was questioning God's authority. Moses summoned Dathan and Abiram, Korah's partners in crime. They said, we won't come. You brought us out of a land flowing with milk and honey to kill us in the wilderness. You didn't take us to the promised land, nor have you given us fields and vineyards. Will you treat these men like slaves? No, we won't come. That's from verses 16:12-15. Moses grew angry, as he often did when the Israelites caused trouble. He said to the Lord, don't accept their offering. I haven't taken so much as a donkey from them, nor have I wronged them in any way. Then Moses said to Korah, you and all your followers are to appear before the Lord's arm, you, them, and Aaron. Each of your 250 followers is to take his censer and put incense in it and present it before the Lord. You and Aaron are to present your censers also. And it was done. Once Korah and all his followers had assembled at the tent of meeting, the glory of the Lord appeared to the entire assembly. God told Moses and Aaron, get away from this assembly, so I can put an end to them. Moses and Aaron cried, face down, saying, O God, who gives breath to all living things, will you be angry with the entire assembly when only one man sins? Then the Lord said, tell the assembly to move away from the tents of Dathan and Abiram. Moses told the people, get away from the tents of these wicked men. Don't touch any of their belongings, or you will be swept away because of all their sins. So they moved away from the tents of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. Dathan and Abiram had exited their tents and were standing with their wives, children, and little ones. Then Moses said, if these men die a natural death and suffer the fate of all mankind, then the Lord has not sent me. But if the Lord brings about something totally new, and the earth opens its mouth and swallows them with everything that belongs to them, and they go alive into the realm of the dead, then you will know that these men have treated the Lord with contempt. As soon as he finished saying this, change slides, the ground under them split apart, and the earth opened its mouth and swallowed them and their households, and all those associated with Korah, together with their possessions. Then the earth closed over them. The Israelites panicked and said, the earth will swallow us too, illustrating a lack of faith. Then they complained, saying, you killed God's people. So to answer the question at the beginning, what Korah did was wrong. It's okay to question authority. Change slides. There are Bible verses about this, like Ephesians 6:12, which says, for our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. However, you are still supposed to obey your superiors, unless they are asking you to do something that is expressly against the laws of the Bible. Change slides. Romans 13:7 says, "Give to everyone what you owe them. If you owe taxes, pay taxes. If revenue, then revenue. If respect, then respect. If honor, then honor." Don't be like Korah, who is arrogant and power-hungry. Be like our Messiah Yeshua, who washed the feet of his disciples and descended to earth from heaven. In some ways, you should be like Moses, who had a short temper. Be like God, who is slow to anger and abounding in love. Don't show a lack of faith like the Israelites. Have faith so that if you tell a mountain to throw itself in the sea, it will.
This time I'd like to ask Mark. Listen.
Aaliyah, may you embrace the truth and wisdom found throughout all of Scripture and find guidance in its words throughout life's journey.
May your heart continue to be filled with kindness and compassion, spreading joy and comfort to all those you meet.
May your faith be a guiding light, illuminating your path even in the darkest of times.
May you have the courage to pursue your goals fearlessly, yet have the willingness to adapt if you hear God's call or push in another direction.
May your wonderful, godly friends be a source of support and understanding, bringing you joy, laughter, and comfort in times of need.
May your gift of creativity always be used for good, whether in the creation of beautiful art or in the resolution of complex problems.
May your heart be filled with gratitude, appreciating the blessings that come your way, big and small.
And may you always know that you are deeply loved and cherished, our dear, precious daughter. And Mazel Tov!
This time we'll continue with the blessings.
Continuing with the Parsha, the Haftorah portion will be 1 Samuel 11, starting in 11. Just a little second. How could you get a chair for Allie to sit, please? We'll begin in, as I said, 1 Samuel chapter 11, verse 14, and we'll read through chapter 12, verse 22. Let's see. I'm sorry, I don't have this in the right place. 14. Then Samuel said to the people, "Come, let's go to Gilgal and reaffirm the kingdom there." So all the people went to Gilgal, and there they made Saul king before Adonai in Gilgal. There they sacrificed fellowship offerings before Adonai, and there Saul and all the men of Israel rejoiced greatly. Then Samuel said to all of Israel, "Behold, I have listened to your voice and all you said to me, and have set a king over you. Now here is the king who will go before you, while I am old and gray. Also, here are my sons with you. I have gone before you from my youth to this day. Here I am. Witness against me before Adonai and before his anointed. Whose ox have I taken, or whose donkey have I taken? Whom have I defrauded, or whom have I oppressed? From whose hand have I taken a bribe to look the other way? I will restore it all to you." They replied, "You haven't defrauded us, or oppressed us, or taken anything from anyone's hand." Then he said to them, "Adonai is then a witness against you, and his anointed is a witness this day, that you have not found anything in my hand." "He is a witness," they replied. And Samuel said to the people, "It is Adonai who appointed Moses and Aaron, and who brought your fathers up from the land of Egypt. So now stand still, so that I may plead with you before Adonai concerning all the righteous acts of Adonai, which he did for you and your fathers. When Jacob entered Egypt and your father cried out to Adonai, then Adonai sent Moses and Aaron, who brought your fathers out of Egypt and settled them in this place. But they forgot Adonai their God. So he gave them over into the hand of Sisera, captain of the army of Hazor, into the hand of the Philistines, and into the hand of the king of Moab, who fought against them. So they cried out to Adonai and said, 'We have sinned because we have forsaken Adonai and have worshipped the Baalim and the Ashtoreth.' Those are idols. But now deliver us from the hand of our enemies, and we will worship you." And Adonai sent Jerubbaal, Bedan, Jephthah, and Samuel, and delivered you from the hand of your enemies on every side, so that you might live securely. But when you saw Nahash, king of the Amorites, marching against you, you said to me, "No, but a king must reign over us, even though Adonai your God is your king. Now therefore, here is the king whom you have chosen, and whom you have asked for, and behold, Adonai has set him as king over you. If you fear Adonai and worship him, and listen to his voice, and do not rebel against the command of Adonai, then both you as well as the king who reigns over you will be following Adonai your God. But if you do not listen to the voice of Adonai and rebel against the command of Adonai, then the hand of Adonai will be against you and against your fathers. Now stand by and see this great thing that Adonai will do before your eyes. Is it not wheat harvest season today? I will call to Adonai that he may send thunder and rain. Then you will know and see that your wickedness is great, which you have done in the sight of Adonai by asking for yourselves a king." So Samuel prayed to Adonai, and Adonai sent thunder and rain that day. Then all the people greatly feared Adonai and Samuel. And all the people said to Samuel, "Pray for your servants to Adonai your God, that we would not die, for we have added to all our sins this evil by asking for ourselves a king." Samuel said to the people, "Fear not. Indeed, you have done all this evil, yet do not turn aside from following Adonai, but worship Adonai with all your heart. Do not turn aside to go after empty things that cannot profit or deliver, for they are futile. For Adonai will not forsake his people, for his great name's sake, because it has pleased Adonai to make you a people to himself. So he does not want us to worship any other God, no other God, just him, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, God of Israel.
God of all eternities, faithful in all generations, the trustworthy God, who says and does, who speaks and makes it come to pass, all of whose words are true and righteous. Faithful are you, O Lord our God, and faithful are your words, for not one word of yours is turned back unfulfilled, for you are a faithful and compassionate God and King. Blessed are you, O Lord our God, who is faithful in all his works.
The great Hadashah portion, which is in the New Covenant, in the book of Romans, chapter 13.
Blessed are you, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who has given us the sign of Yeshua and the commandments of the new covenant. Blessed are you, O Lord our God, giver of the new covenant.
Read verses 1 through 10. Let every person submit himself to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except from God, and those that exist are put in place by God. So whoever oppresses the authority has resisted God's direction, and those who have resisted will bring judgment on themselves. For leaders cause no fear for good behavior, but for bad. Now if you do not want to fear the authority, do what is good, and you will get his approval, for he is God's servant to you for your good. But if you do evil, be afraid, for he does not carry the sword for no reason, for he is God's servant and avenger, who inflicts punishment on the evildoer. Therefore, it is necessary to be in submission, not only because of punishment, but also because of conscience. For this reason, you also pay taxes, for the authorities are God's servants, attending diligently to this very thing. Pay to everyone what is due them, tribute to whom tribute is due, tax to whom tax is due, respect to whom respect is due, honor to whom honor is due. Owe no one anything except to love one another, for the one who loves another has fulfilled the Torah. For the commandments, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not murder, shall not steal, shall not covet, and any other commandment are summed up in this word: you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Love does not harm, does no harm to a neighbor. Therefore, love is the fullness of the Torah.
Rotena Brita Hasha. Amen.
Blessed are you, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who has given us the word of truth and has planted life everlasting in our midst. Blessed are you, O Lord, giver of the new covenant.
Shall stand and be continued.
His ways are ways of pleasantness, and all his paths of peace. Bring us back, Lord, to you, and we shall come renew our days as a whole.
This time, I just want to make a small little announcement. We are so pleased to have the help of some animals. We've seen kids 3 years old grow up. You resonate. Ali, it's a pleasure to see you growing up as a young lady. I wish you all the life and blessings that the Lord can give you. Brenda, Mark, thank you for being that to the Lord. It's been a pleasure. With that, I'm going to have Ali do the Kiddush, and we'll stand. Gather around. Hold hands. Number 6, chapter 6, verse 27. Adonai spoke to Moshe, and he says, I want to tell Aaron, this command, I want you to listen to the children of Israel. Yivarecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, v'yir Adonai panavecha v'yurecha, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yosef lecha